Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
630.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And a Packer first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears 30.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a first down.
50. Hey, you block over here. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
180.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Preston Smith there on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's trash. That's trash. Slam.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. To throw is Rodgers. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. Well, this, of course, the 100th season of NFL football, and 17 matchups with historical significance have been picked throughout the season. And this is the first of them, Bears and Packers, the NFL's oldest rivalry dating way back to 1921, with the Packers having the all-time edge 96, 94, and 6 ties. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Five.
Check pass.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 4. Hey, no, look, we got
Move.
50. Mike 50, huh?
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right to Gabriel, middle of the field. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Cohen, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watch QB drop. Hey.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Dash, go now. Check 93.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run, and the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Check 99. Check 99.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
I know you felt that one.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. It's caught, Jones, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
First down.
319. 50. Mike, we're doing it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Alert. Yep.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Plenty of pre-draft speculation. The Green Bay Packers were heavy in the market for a cornerback. It turned out to be correct. How about them trading back from 14 to 18 and still getting their guy, Jair Alexander, an excellent cover man out of Louisville.
18. Hey, orbit.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on now, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. This is Jones. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the toss, Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Get up! 180!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50! 65, 65! 65!
Red, up!
Mike's 50, Mike's
Get up!
50!
Get up!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He completes it right side to White. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Jones has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Mike, 55! Right there in the middle, 55!
Yeah, I got you.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
55, back 55. Inside.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
115.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. On play action, now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Back now at Soldier Field. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4.
Hey, 18. Hey, exit.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. 46-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 74 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry, his second sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Cohen. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Finding some... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, and even 40 yards. Here's Trubisky to throw.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that?
Yeah, that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A good pickup there of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of 2 there, second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
We own nil. We own nil. Alert, 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 alert.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Rodgers to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. This from long, very long range. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rule. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. On 1st down, Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Again, it's Jones. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. On play action, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Go to 50. Hey, you climb over here. Boom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now what can Trubisky do here in overtime? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. After the sack on first down, Trubisky, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now it's Trubisky. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Tramon Williams. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for... You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.